the Vikings offense, and in particular Josh Dobbs.
Well, the Bears are going to see if they, unlike last week, if they can close one out with the turnover margin in their favor.
Addison makes the catch on first down, is out of bounds after a gain of 6.
You know, they haven't been able to get much out of the passing game, and really thought coming in that now we got a player. It's the rookie Terrell Smith who's on the ground.
Grabbing at the back of his legs, and now they will check on him before a 2nd down and 4. So while they look at Terrell Smith, we'll be back in 30 seconds after a word from T-Mobile.
Whoa, the new iPhone 15. With that amazing camera, I wish my family had them.
Zoe, you're an action star. Take action. Join T-Mobile and get 4 new iPhone 15s on them and 4 lines for $25 a line.
With that camera, I'll be sharing pics from the slopes.
You do not want to see yourself skiing.
Yeah, I'm good at skiing. Your stunt woman is.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get 4 new iPhone 15s on us and 4 lines of unlimited for $25 a line.
What do you think of the jacket? You look like a marshmallow.
Terrell Smith will walk off to the sideline. Jalen Jones, who is a second-year pro from Ole Miss, undrafted, made the team last year, is into the game number 31, and he's lined up across from KJ Osborne.
5-3 straight. 5-3 straight.
Hand off to Chandler, and he ran into a wall. Kyler Gordon. The corner was in there, made the stop, and that brings up 3rd down.
Well, such a good job by this defense. And now, like you said, Joe, they go to 3rd down. This is a defense in Chicago. You're going to see Kyler Gordon and him getting in right in the middle of this. But a defense that came into this game last in the NFL, stopping opponents on 3rd down, and yet Minnesota 0 for 6 tonight, have yet to convert.
3rd down and 5. Passes over the middle to Addison. He's got enough for a Minnesota 1st down. Edmonds is there, stood him up, but Jordan Addison made the grab, and a much needed 1st down for the Vikings, who hurry it up. Yannick Ngakoue just limped off the field for the Bears. This one is intercepted by Chicago. And Kyler Gordon. Justin Jones was bobbling it, and Gordon came away with it.
Boy, Justin Jones, number 93, it looked like he was going to have a highlight reel on that play, but man, Kyler Gordon makes the big stop on 2nd down, and then right there to make a play on the deflection, laying out for the interception.
And that is 4 on the night for the Chicago defense, and they take over at the Minnesota 38.
You know, Kevin O'Connell, he can't believe what he's seeing. And like I said, coming into this game, the last 3 weeks, the Minnesota offense, they have moved the football. They have moved it as a top 10 offense and have scored points. But this Bears defense has been stifling tonight.
Here is Roschon Johnson. The ball came out, but they're going to say he was down, and it's 2nd down for Chicago. This ball comes out.
That's definitely out.
They called him down, and let's see if there's a clear recovery. Metellus forced the fumble, and it's hard to see who comes away with the football. Bears keep it. Roschon Johnson. Let's go back and see who came away with the football. It was knocked out by Metellus right there, and then See if the center Lucas Patrick doesn't come away with it.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah, sure did. That was good camera work there. You look at this right now, Joe, and I mean, I understand there's 11 minutes left in this fourth quarter, but a 2-possession game. I know a lot of Bears fans probably not happy that they've settled for some of these field goals, but yet, you know, you're able to extend this to 2 possession. Minnesota's not shown any ability to do anything on offense.
3rd down and 4. Fields backpedaling, and he's got Mooney for a first down. Darnell Mooney, whose numbers are down this season, good for 10. And with under 11 to go, a first down for Chicago.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line. They pick everything up. 6 men rushing. And, you know, if Mooney's able to catch that and not go to the ground, there was a lot of open space around him. There was no defender really in the area. He had a chance to catch it and run for a lot more.
First down Bears. Roshan Johnson spins and is brought down back near the line of scrimmage. Penetration by Sheldon Day.
And you wonder what the directives are by Matt Eberflus to offensive coordinator Luke Getsy right here. And 2nd and long, are you know, you got to protect this field goal. Obviously you want more, but you know, how aggressive are you going to be? About to find out.
Fields pulls out. Sheldon Day is there. Metellus knocked it out. And that is a huge takeaway for this Vikings defense and the newcomer Day.
That's the only thing you couldn't do if you're the Bears.
To get back near the line of scrimmage, DeMarcus Walker makes the stop, and this crowd is frustrated by what they see from this offense. And Fields saying my bad as this Bears offense makes a killer mistake potentially.
6, push it, push it.
Dobbs out to his right. You wanted to see more of this in the second half. And as he slides, he gets hit. There is no flag, and TJ Edwards timed it well enough. A gain of 8.
Yeah, there have been times they've tried, and the Bears, to their credit, they've held the edge and haven't allowed him. This time, finally, you know, we haven't seen much of this. Getting him out on the corner, which we've seen so much of. Pretty good lick there by TJ Edwards coming across. Clean hit. But now can they convert a 3rd down? This defensive front by the Bears, I mean, they've just dominated this offensive front.
3rd down and 2. There's a pocket. There's Powell. And there's a conversion on 3rd down. Up to the 48. He got 18 yards.
Yeah, so the Vikings are expecting man coverage. You see the bunch set, and KJ Osborne, the way that he slow plays it off the line, it allows then Powell to get separation from the man in coverage on him. Now you just got to make the accurate throw, which he does, so it allows him to run and catch, or run after the catch. Powell's had the 2 biggest receptions for the team tonight.
Terrell Smith back in there, the rookie corner for Chicago. Saw him limp away last time the Vikings had it. This one aired out. It's Addison all alone, but out of bounds. Got behind the defense, and the throw led him out of bounds. Incomplete. Kyler Gordon injured on that play. And here's the end of it.
Yeah, he has them, and regardless, you got to. I'm not sure Addison. I think he kind of lost track of where he was, but there was a double move by Addison. Opportunities very often, and you just cannot afford to miss them.
Here's Addison over the middle, and that pass is complete. That's the call, even though Brisker says that ball was trapped. Working against Josh Blackwell, who just came in the game for the injured Kyler Gordon. And let's take a look at the end of this play.
Yeah, it looked to me like he has it. You know, I could see where as he's going down, but it sure looked to me like his hands were underneath it, John.
Yeah, I think he's got control, and I don't see the hands coming off the ball, so I would keep it as a catch, but I could see a challenge coming.
And we have a challenge by Matt Eberflus. Those two looks, it looked like the hand of Addison was under the ball.
The ruling on the field is a completed pass. Chicago has challenged that ruling.
And the Bears challenge it. We'll come back and talk standings, why this game is so important as we are at the end of week. The call will stand as you see the hand under the ball on the catch by Addison. And so it's a 14-yard completion and a first down for Minnesota at the Chicago 38. They hand to Madison. He cuts up field and turns that into a nice carry on first down as he gets 5. Pickens and Green combine on the stop. The Vikings come into this game 6-5 and currently sitting in the number 6 spot in the NFC playoff picture. They're right there in the division too, as we came on the air talking about. They've got 2 games left. 2 of the last 3 games, including week 18 against the Lions. A win tonight, the Vikings are a game and a half back. Dobbs protected. Hawkinson inside the 20. And finally, in a frustrating night, as Brisker is down. Just a bad night for this Vikings offense. They're down by 6 and they're moving the ball with a first down now at the Chicago 17.
Well, they're finally starting to hit some passes, but you know, Dobbs, he loves throwing to tight ends. He throws to tight ends more than any quarterback in the NFL, both when he was at Arizona, now that he's with the Minnesota Vikings. A really nice route by T.J. Hawkinson. You see the separation that he's able to get on Brisker. He stays down on the ground. That's the injury as he's leaving the field. But T.J. Hawkinson, an excellent job. Protection holds up, and they get another big play out of the passing game.
Well, the good news is Gordon's back in for Chicago. Brisker is still down, and now he pops up. Elijah Hicks comes in the game, the backup safety. And if there's one reason why the Vikings are still in this game, the Bears have turned the ball over 4 times. Rather, the Vikings have, and the Bears have only 3 points total off those 4 giveaways by the Minnesota offense. And now in a 6-point game, the Vikings have a first down in the red zone of Chicago.
Yeah, and you talked about what the playoff picture looks like. I don't know that there's anybody watching this game tonight that feels that the Vikings are a playoff contender from what we've seen, but yet they are. And I've talked about how good they have been, considering they've been without their quarterback Kirk Cousins. They've been without their number 1 wide receiver in Justin Jefferson. I expected their offensive line to hold up a little bit better tonight than they have against this Bears front. The Bears have been really good, but they finally, you let a team hang around long enough, they're going to put a drive together and put themselves back in the game.
Gordon went back to the sideline. Brisker's over there too. End zone. Hawkinson, touchdown.
Well, they go 3 tight ends over here to the field in a bunch set. They ISO right here on the safety, and Hawkinson, number 87, you see where he has to work. It's 2 split safeties, and he's working one-on-one on Eddie Jackson. So with that kind of space and the kind of tight end that Hawkinson is, he goes up, makes a heck of a play on it. Dobbs saw it the entire way. Excellent execution.
And after all this, the 4 giveaways by the Vikings, here they are now leading by a point. The Bears just fumbled with what seemed to be at least a sure 3 points in the bank. on Daniil Hunter's takeaway when he knocked it away from Justin Fields. The Vikings go down the field. Josh Dobbs on the drive, 4 for 5, 65 yards and the touchdown. And that was the game's first touchdown. And it belongs to the Vikings, who lead by 1.
Yeah, that looked like something there. You know, they got a run there by Madison, but they got the plays in the passing game with some protection up front for Dobbs. But this is an excellent route. You see that the way he comes off the ball, he holds Eddie Jackson to where he's not able to drive on it until the ball is essentially in the air.
And Kevin O'Connell has just seen his quarterback, Josh Dobbs, who's in his 27th day as a Viking, finally get the ball down the field and into the end zone.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a crazy game. I mean, here we are looking at a high-scoring baseball game, but you know, hey, we've talked about Justin Fields and how much progress he's made and how he's looked. Get a chance to see what he's able to do here in the waning minutes of this game.
Well, Thanksgiving is in the past. We look at the playoff picture. The Eagles just keep on rolling. They got the overtime win at home over Buffalo. You see the divisional leaders, the wild card teams. There are 3 of them. And then the 4 teams in the hunt. The only bye goes to the first seeded team, which in the NFC is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, big congratulations to Nick Sirianni, his staff, Jalen Hurts, all of them. That was one heck of a win last night.
Here's Herbert, and a nice start to this drive for Chicago. So now you look at Brian Flores, who's the defensive coordinator for the Vikings, and the spotlight goes right back to him. Matt Eberflus, who has not won a game against an NFC North foe, and his quarterback Justin Fields, who's trying to do something here with under 5.5 to go to salvage this game. Herbert, first down, 2 good carries. He gets 3 here.
Well, you just don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get here with just over 5 minutes and counting. And so you have to play this as though this is it, and that you're going to, you know, so the detail for every guy in handling the blitz looks that you're going to get, and handling that and understanding, if you're Justin Fields, where you're going with the football, and the receivers have to be on the same page.
Quick setup and throw, and DJ Moore makes the catch. Wrapped up immediately by Cameron Bynum in a gain of 4.
Yeah, so that's a good job there by Justin Fields. They bring 6 guys. He knows that he's got to get the ball out. He does, and it's a nice job. You see the pass rush. Here they come, and everyone's blocked up in single. You know, nobody's able to win, and he gets the ball out on time, and it's the way you do it.
Here's another short, quick throw, and Mooney is brought down by Blackman. Boy, everything has been around the line of scrimmage tonight from Justin Fields, and Mekhi Blackman, getting his 2nd straight start, is up there to make the stop in a blink.
Well, you run this enough times, you know, people start to figure it out. And Blackman, although a rookie, he figured it out tonight.
3rd round pick from USC, and now 3rd down and 10 as a result. Fields steps through. Will try to get it with his legs. Ball's out. Another Fields turnover. Metellus knocked this one out, and the Vikings have it up by a point.
Holding. Offense number 64. Penalties decline. First down.
And that's the 2nd straight drive that ends in a Justin Fields fumble.
When Brian Flores this time, he only rushes 4, and there's no spy. Ivan Pace, he drops out, and he's not accounting for Justin Fields. So you see what opens up for Fields. He takes it, and it looked like he's going to pick it up, but there's Metellus once again to make a big play.
Metellus is such a key part of this defense.
He really is, Joe, because they use a lot of 3 safety packages instead of going with 5 corners, or excuse me, 3 corners, 2 safeties. They stick with 2 corners and 3 safeties, and Metellus is a big part of that, and you can see why.
They hand to Madison. Nothing. Metellus can play anywhere from safety up to defensive end. When we talked to Brian Flores, and he said, I don't look at defensive positions so much as I just look at spots on the field, and he puts 44 all over the place. And a guy who just signed an extension, a 6th-round pick from Michigan, has really made an impact on this defense. And on the other side, Justin Fields and the Bears are finding ways to lose games yet again.
No doubt. And for all the improvement or gains that we have seen, tonight's been a step backwards.
They hand to Madison, who has fumbled twice this season. He covers up in a gain of 1. Let's see who's ruling the moment. Brought to you by Burger King. It's been an uphill climb all night for Dobbs in this Vikings offense, but he and Minnesota ruled this moment, getting the ball down the field and into the end zone. Here's Hawkinson once. Here's Hawkinson twice. And Dobbs finally got it going. Timeout taken by Chicago. They're down to 1. Remember, they challenged a play earlier that cost them a timeout. And Dobbs, the first 8 drives, 99 yards and 4 picks. And on that last drive, only 1 incompletion down the field and into the end zone.
Well, and right now, you know, how aggressive are they going to be offensively? But it's a long field goal. But Joseph he's hit from here in his career. You know, if you don't have it down the field, see if you can pick up enough yards to maybe get a 3-point attempt.
Here is a dangerous throw, and they
lost yardage.
Well, they're going to say that, yep, the catch is made by Powell, and a timeout taken immediately by Chicago, and they lost a yard on that completion. Tackle by T.J. Edwards, who's been all over the place tonight for Matt Eberflus.
Yeah, so the right idea by Kevin O'Connell, but just a great job defensively. So they keep Chicago defensively has kept their team in this the whole night. They've played really well, and like I mentioned, Greg Joseph's career long is 61 yards. That's right at the 43-yard line.
And that's what this would be.
That's what this would be, but yet I don't think you can attempt it. I think that based on the way this game has played out, I think you got to punt it and let your defense do what they do.
So they will pass on the 61-yard try by Joseph, who hit from 61 last year. If you miss, then you're basically giving, in a 1-point game, Chicago a short field to get into position to win the game with a field goal. So the decision by Kevin O'Connell to punt. Wright comes up.
Yeah, they're just trying to see if they can
draw him off,
and then maybe make a little bit.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Make a decision, and then on the other hand, you get. Are they going to accept the penalty? Likely not. You know, you'd like to have a little bit more room to work with on this punt by Ryan Wright.
They accepted it, so Wright has a little more room. And again, this is going to come down to Justin Fields and the ball in his hands. No timeouts, but plenty of time on the clock. Wright drives it out of bounds. We'll see where they put it. Could have been better. It's outside the 20 to the 22. Let's look at the Minnesota defense tonight. A defense that loves to blitz.
Well, they sure do. They come after you in a variety of ways. And Chicago hasn't handled it all that well. Here's Metellus with the 1 fumble that he was able to force. But a guy who's just been all over the field here tonight. It's been impressive to watch in the way that Brian Flores has taken these pieces that he has and a lot of versatility on that defensive side of the ball and utilized them and really upgraded this defense from where they were a year ago.
That was just a 26-yard punt. Fields finds Moore, spinning catch, and he's got a first down across the 35. And Fields, who does not mind rolling left and throwing back across his body, completes for 16.
Yeah, they only rush 3, so when you do that, you give in. It looks like they're rushing 3 here as well.
And we're at the 2-minute warning. No timeouts left for Chicago. Matt Eberflus trying to get his first win inside the division in a little over a year and a half. This game has gone back and forth. For the most part, it's been good work by the defenses. It's up to Fields and the Vikings defense. Santos a chance to win this game. In the young career of Justin Fields, he's got 2 game-winning drives, none so far this season.
Well, Brian Flores on both plays now, he's decided to drop into coverage, and they showed blitz on that last play, and then they all turned and ran. It affords Justin Fields opportunities then to run. I'm not surprised. I'd come after him, and it looks like they are now. He's not going to let him get outside the pocket like he has been.
Here he is as he keeps. Fields has got a first down to the Minnesota 49 with under 2 to go, no timeouts, an 8-yard carry by Fields.
Yeah, so you look at this, what are they looking at? 15 yards essentially, a little under 15 yards, 13 yards or so, and then they're right there at the line for Cairo Santos on his career long. So they don't have to get a whole lot more.
Fields got to get rid of the ball. Cannot afford a sack, and he finally does, throwing it out of bounds, trying to make something happen. You got no timeouts. The last thing that can happen if you're Fields of the Bears is give up a sack.
Yeah, and if you were reacting that way, how do you think Matt Eberflus was reacting? So Flores is still, that was on the opposite side of the field from where Fields was, but I'm waiting for Flores to bring the heat. He just hasn't done it yet on this drive.
2nd and 10. They back out of there again. Fields can't find anywhere to go. And with Hunter draped on him, is able to get rid of it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's close. It's a matter of he's in the pocket, and it's a matter of if the ball, well, he's fine. He got it back to the line of scrimmage. So
he's got a receiver also in that area, and as we learned, they've really gotten lenient with this call.
Have they?
3rd down and 10.
I'm not sure I know what the call is anymore.
3rd down and 10. 1:06 left. 1-point game. Fields lets it go. DJ Moore has it down inside the 15. And the biggest throw of the night at the biggest time for Justin Fields. 36 yards to set up Chicago. And a timeout taken by the Vikings, their first.